Randy, how you doing? Glad to see you made it. The sound's okay? Okay, we're going to work out of the syncopation book today. I had a bad week last week. I wasn't able to stream. Something was up with YouTube, and everything is straightened out now. When I hit the site, it never came up. So that was the issue. And I was going to move everything over to my site. Anyway, the syncopation book. You have that? Ted Reed's syncopation book? We're going to hit lesson 12, page 30. And we're going to do different levels. I'm going to try to cater to all the different levels. You know, beginners, intermediate, advanced, guys that are seasoned, you know, just to share my approach. But anyway, before we can go with this, you have to understand the math. All right? Now, you know, there's a lot of different kind of counting systems out there, and I make my counting systems very simple. Now, you look at the first line. It's first off, you can see how it's a bass clef, which they don't use anymore. They use a percussion clef, and it's in 4/4. 4 beats to a measure. Each eighth note receives 1 count or 1 beat. Each quarter note, rather. Did I say eighth? I'm sorry. So we look at that and we look at the math. The first thing you have, like I said, I'm starting from the ground zero, and I'm going to build this up. So be patient if you understand this. Okay, so what we have is an eighth note rest and an eighth note. Now the counting system I'm going to use here to introduce this to the newer students is an eighth note count. An eighth note count is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so I take the first line and I'm going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm just going to play the first measure because he has 4 measures the same. I have line number 1, measure number 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Simple. All right, now that's the basic pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's what's written. That is considered straight up and down. Let me play the line up tempo a little bit. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Straight up and down. It's not stiff. It has its place in music and inside of a different kind of tune or whatever. The next platform we're going to go to, we understand that, the eighth note straight up and down. We're going to go to a swing. How do we swing this? Or swung, it's going to be swung. So when somebody tells me, you know, swing it, or it says swing, what I do, the way you want to learn this is to go right into an eighth note triplet mode. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. Now that kind of opens up the distance of the downbeat. Instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, now we're going to swing it. We're going to open it up. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. So now, all the quarter notes, or the downbeats rather, is the first note of the triplet. All the ands are the da of the triplet. So if I took the first measure, and I'm going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all right, I'm going to play it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's a different feel. Same notation. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The difference between straight up and down and swung. Now, there's so many different things we can do with this. I like to teach and have a little bit of fun and make it a linear concept. I'm not playing my bass drum with this. I'm just going to play the top. The top, I'm just going to use my hands. So I'm going to take what's written, and I'm going to play it with my right hand. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. Okay? Again, 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. So I'm playing what's written. Now I'm going to fill it in with the balance of the triplet. So for example, the first downbeat, 1 and I'd have 1 and So my right hand is playing what's written, and I'll fill it in with my left hand. That's the first downbeat. The second downbeat, the third downbeat, and the fourth downbeat are quarter notes. So I have 1 and 2. We understand that, Randy? Now, the next move, I'm playing what's there with my bass, my right hand. Okay? Now, what I want to do, I can reverse that and play what's there with my left hand. Now, we're going to go take it downstairs. We're going to take what's written and play it with the bass drum and fill in the triplet. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And now we're going to fill in with the left hand. 1 and. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1. And the next move. The next move is we're going to play the straight ahead jazz time. And what I just played with I could do this, play this only, play my bass drum 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, hi-hat 2 and 4, and play the line with my left hand. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2. Now I just filled it in before, and we're going to play it against the jazz time. Here we go. Sorry. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I get so confused. This light is killing me. Hold on a second. All right, we're going to play what's there. We're going to fill in with the left hand. 1 and 2, 3, 4 against the jazz time, and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. See what I did? 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Here you go. All right, let's go to line 2. I'm having issues today. I just get this vertigo thing going on today. It's not fun. You know what vertigo is? Oh man. All right. Another way we can play this, we'll play an eighth note triplet with the left hand. And we're going to play this call, answer. So we're going to play the first measure, which is written with the right hand on the floor tom-tom. And we're going to come back to the second measure, and we're going to play it what's there with the bass drum against the eighth note triplet. It's not easy. It'll pass in a second. I can't even see the ride cymbal. Hold on. Do you understand what I'm doing? And we're just still on the first line, second line. I could play the eighth note triplet, bass drum 1, 2, 3, 4, hi-hat 2 and 4, and play the line down with the right hand. Now you understand the difference between straight up and down and swung. 1 and 2, 3, 4 is straight up and down. Swung. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Ba-da, ba, ba, ba-da, ba, ba. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now you're doing a mathematical division. All right, another way. Play eighth note triplets on top, alternating. The 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Great book. What I usually do with that exercise, I go to the stick control book. You have the stick control book there, Randy? I want to show you just where this goes to the stick control book, because this is the stick control book, the syncopation book. If I took the first line of the stick control book, and if I played the stick control book, the first line, page 5, 5, 6, 5. If I played page 5, straight up and down, it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I played that swung, it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, if I play that against the jazz time, and I play all the rights from that line on my bass drum and all the lefts with the snare drum. Or I could play the line and say, I'm going to eliminate the lefts. Line 1 would be 1 and 2 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I eliminated the lefts because I want to reference off the page just playing the rights. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fill in the triplet, the balance of the triplet, more like a ghost note, like. And you can do the same thing, the call answer. Line 2, straight up and down. Good for you. Ding, doo, dee, ba, boom, boom. Line 1. Line 3. Line 5. Let me break that down a little. Sometimes I just go off. Line 5, I'm playing all the rights with the bass drum, all the lefts with the snare. It's a paradiddle. 1, the 2, the 3, the 4. Now I want to play it against the jazz time. Straight ahead. Line 5. Line 3. Against 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, let's go to line 3. And let's eliminate the lefts. And we're just going to play the rights. So we'd have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I'm going to fill it in with the balance of the triplet with my left hand. And against the jazz time. Bang. Now, do you hear the Jimmy Chapin book? It's all in the stick control book. Do you hear some of the lines from the syncopation book? It's all in the stick control book. The stick control book is the holy grail, I guess. Now, I like to fool around a little bit with the triplet fill-ins on top. When I say on top, I'm using, for example, if I did line, I'm just not going to say what line, I'm just going to randomly play. Three, four. That was line 3, by the way. Makes a lot of nice things happen. You could even play melodies. Da ba doo ba, da ba doo ba, da ba da ba da ba da. You know that melody, Randy? It's by Thelonious Monk. So anyway, straight up and down swung, the syncopation book, the stick control book is the holy grail. No problem. All right, now, when do you, if you're going to play straight up and down, you know, if you could use the swing, if you're playing with a jazz chord, it's just wide open. Da ba ba da ba ba boo ba. Straight up and down. Boom, ba doom, ba doom, boom, ba doom, boom, boom, ba doom, ba doom, boom, ba doom, boom. What's that, Foxy? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. But anyway, you could have a grand old time. You get so much from the stick control book, it's ridiculous. I'm still in the process of writing the book called Beyond Control with all these exercises. And I have nightmares about these exercises. I have, in the middle of the night, I get a brainstorm. I come into the studio and write it out on the computer and go back to sleep. Then I wake up in the morning and forget what I did. The book is going to be pretty intense, but there's about 1,000 different ways, maybe more, to do the stick control book and how it's associated with all the other books that are out there. What is Doxy? I don't know what that is. Is that a name of a tune? If it is, I never heard it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. You understand? Is there anything else that you want to go over? Because I'm just giving you some examples of the ways you could do, like line 1, line 2. Can you read that whole page of syncopation? It's a song. Doxy. I got to check that out. I never heard that song before. I probably did and don't know the name of it. Oh. Can you read that page down? Because I'll read it down for you and break it down some. That's lesson 12. You can read it down, right? Okay. You can swing it. Would you like me to send you a PDF as triplet fills, or maybe like the line 1 through 4 of the various ways to do this? Would you like that? Okay. Would you like me to send you some PDFs for tomorrow so we can see what we're doing? Now I'm going to be doing this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on this channel, and at 7:30 on Monday and Wednesday at 7:30 on my website. You know, mappatellallivelessons.com. You've been there, right? Yeah. Okay. So, any questions on anything? Any questions? All right. Do you have any questions, Randy? What's the question? There's a delay here, I guess. Oh. Any questions, Randy? No, I didn't know Ted Reed personally, but I've been hanging out in his book for 1,000 years. The man that I admired, I met a lot of different drum teachers, and as a matter of fact, there's a guy in Staten Island. He does talk radio, and I forgot. He just sent me the date. We're going to be it's a Sunday, I believe. You know Bruce Becker, and there's another. No, I admired Ted Reed, but I didn't know him personally. There's going to be we're going to broadcast on the phone. It's talk radio, and you can dial in, hear everybody's discussion. Uh, Myself and Bruce Becker. You know Bruce Becker, right? Phenomenal teacher. He's housed in California. Great hand technique. Great technician. No, I didn't know Ted Reed. I did not know Ted Reed personally. Only his book. All right, Randy, you gonna come tonight, 7:30? We're gonna be doing some linear concepts. He's a great teacher there. I met him at NAM 2 years ago, and we hung out for quite a while. And I think I made a video with him. I'm not sure, but he is a great teacher. Very knowledgeable, very sophisticated, very intellectual, great set of hands, and he teaches everybody for what they need and how to make them better and understand. Everybody's an individual, which is good. He's a great teacher. We have another person come in here. Come on into the chat. Let me know who you have a gig, huh? I'll take a gig. You come in and stream. That's good, man. That's a great thing. Have a gig. All right, but remember Monday and Wednesday at 7:30 on that site, mappatellallivelessons.com, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here. Okay, so now I need to go get rid of this vertigo. It's not fun. All right, Randy, and whoever else came. But I'll tell you what, when I did talk to Bruce Becker, yeah, Bruce. When I talked to Bruce, uh, I tell you, I walked away with learning a lot of things. Very good person. Really nice guy. Okay, see you tomorrow, I hope. Have a good day, the rest of the day.